Hey, what's going on? So the Power Cap event is officially live, and so far it is a massive W. I'm really enjoying this event, and the changes have made it very grindable and a ton of fun. So I'll go over the strategy that's working for me with the Power Cap event. You can see I'm working my way towards the collectibles. And I think this is an event that you can grind through with no issues, as long as you're using the right strategy and picking a league that works for you, where you're winning the matches or getting at least some ties, right? Now, I did get some doublers for the event, but that's only because I like to be done by Saturday. That way I can grind content for the channel. And plus, I also do grind NBA 2K22. So what I'm going to show you on the next screen here is a couple things that are very important with grinding the Power Cap event. Aside from making sure you find a comfortable league for yourself, you want to use that reroll button to find a matchup that you can win with no problem, or at least get a tie. That's the main important thing to get the most points possible. When I get up to League 4, that's 400 points a win, plus the doubler makes it 800, and if you got 100% style bonus, it brings the points up to 1600. So it's a good amount to grind. I find that's my sweet spot. Now, if you do not have doublers, you're still getting 800 points to win if you got the 100% team. So that's still a good amount to get through. It's very similar to fantasy finals. But the good thing about it is that the point requirement for each tier is a lot less. So the event is super grindable. And again, the changes were very, very helpful for grinding this event. Huge fan of it. Now, when breaking up my team, this team is the one that works for me right now. We got Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeMar DeRozan, Draymond Green, along with Nikola Jokic. That squad works really well. But you also want to pay attention to a couple things, right? You want to use mentors when you need to, right? I got a mentor on Chris Paul and Devin Booker, but you notice the other three players I do not have a mentor on. That's because I wanted to keep my power below the cap. Now, not everyone has the same mentors, and some people don't have mentors at all. So that's why it gives you the advantage to push higher towards the cap that you have, or just keep your power levels below that. So it really gives you a lot of ways to use strategy when building out your teams. You might not even need to go as far as a Ruby rarity for a position if your mentors are not as strong as my Devin Booker mentor and Chris Paul's mentor. So that's something to pay attention to. But mixing around with the combination of players is what's most important about this event. Now, if you don't have all-star players, it's very important to make sure that your sets are complete, or at least almost near being completed, because this event's also giving out the Eastern Collectible stars, just like the last event that just finished. So you want to make sure that you can at least finish the set for Ja Morant. And if you're able to craft some players, you want to be able to finish the set for Nikola Jokic, because it does give you a strong center to boost up your power for the Power Cap event. Now, if you can't craft any of those players and you are limited on collectibles, there are other options where you can craft some players as well. The one that's most notable, if you go into your collections, second tab is the catalog. You'll be able to see the players with a hammer underneath the name. Those are the ones that you can craft. You should try to craft Stephen Curry if you're not able to craft anybody else. It's 3 collectibles, and it gives you a good shooter for this event. If you do have some coins, there is a limited time event called Steal of a Deal. I am telling you, this is a good value. It's 400 coins, and you can get up to a Ruby player for the All-Star event. You get Zach LaVine or Draymond Green, which is what I'm using for my squad right now. Or you can get a Sapphire player or Emerald. Either way, any of those players can help you get the style bonus for the Power Cap event. And if you're dropping your power a lot, these are the players that you will need to bring your power down to that level to meet the cap. So again, just to give you a quick summary, reroll is your best friend, just like any other event, but super important in Power Cap, because if you can find a team that is around your Power Cap level or below your power that you're using, you're going to have a good chance of winning the game. Now, I like to use players that do pick and roll, so that's why I have Chris Paul and Nikola Jokic. That really gives you an advantage too, just in case your power isn't as high as your opponent's. You still got a good chance of winning the match. So those are things to consider when you're building out your teams for Power Cap. Again, I think this event is a W. Really solid in my opinion. Let me know in the comments how you're doing so far in Power Cap. Let me know what league you are grinding what's working for you. And if you got a strategy that is better than mine, share it, because this is a new event and a lot of us are still trying to figure it out. It's definitely one of my favorite events right now. I know it just started, but I can tell it has the dynamics to be one of the top events, and it could be better than Gauntlet at some point, right? This event is really good. It's a lot of fun to grind, and I always enjoy the ability to be able to use different rarity players and to find those secret gems. So I appreciate all the support on the channel, especially everyone who's checking out my NBA 2K22 content. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.